You wake up every morning with a heavy feeling in your chest. It's not physical, but it's there, weighing you down. The sunlight filters through your curtains, but instead of feeling energized, you feel overwhelmed. Deadlines, obligations, endless to-do lists. It's all too much. We've all been there, that moment when happiness seems like something other people get to have, but not you. It feels fleeting, like it's just out of reach, reserved for someone else's life. But what if I told you that happiness isn't about changing your entire life? What if instead, it's about small, practical shifts in the way you see the world? Simple, meaningful changes that could transform your daily experience from one filled with stress and negativity into one of peace, contentment, and even joy. Today, we're going to talk about 3 psychological tricks, backed by science, that you can start using right now to feel happier. These aren't quick-fix gimmicks. They are evidence-based strategies that have been shown to genuinely make a difference in how people feel. Hey, welcome back to our channel, Health and Happiness Hub. Today, we are going to show you 3 psychological tricks to feel happier. Let's get started. First up is the practice of gratitude. Now, I know you've heard this before, but hear me out. We live in a world where it's easy to focus on what's going wrong or what's missing from our lives. Every day, we scroll through social media, seeing other people's successes, vacations, promotions, and perfect lives, comparing ourselves and feeling like we're falling short. This constant comparison creates a mindset of lack, a feeling that no matter what we have, it's never enough. Gratitude is the antidote to that mindset. When you start focusing on what you do have, you're fundamentally altering your emotional landscape. It's not about ignoring the bad or pretending everything is perfect. It's about taking a moment to acknowledge the good that already exists, no matter how small. And this isn't just some feel-good advice. There's actual science behind it. Studies conducted by Emmons and McCullough have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience higher levels of alertness, enthusiasm, determination, and energy. They're also more likely to make progress toward their personal goals, exercise regularly, and generally feel better about their lives. How do you start? One simple way is to keep a gratitude journal. Every evening before bed, take a moment to write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be monumental. It could be something as simple as enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning, having a meaningful conversation with a friend, or even appreciating the warmth of your bed. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to notice and appreciate the positive aspects of your life more readily. Neurologically, gratitude activates regions of the brain associated with dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which enhances feelings of pleasure and reward. So, by practicing gratitude, you're not just changing your mindset, you're literally changing your brain chemistry in a way that promotes happiness. The second technique is cognitive reframing. Now, this is a game changer. Life is unpredictable. Things don't always go the way we want, and we often face situations that are beyond our control. But while we may not be able to control the events themselves, we have the power to change how we interpret and respond to them. Cognitive reframing is the process of identifying negative or unhelpful thoughts and challenging them to see situations in a more positive or realistic light. For example, let's say you make a mistake at work. Your first thought might be, "I'm such a failure. I can't do anything right." This kind of thinking can spiral into anxiety and self-doubt. But what if you took a step back and reframed that thought? Instead of saying, "I'm a failure," you could say, "Everyone makes mistakes. This is an opportunity for me to learn and improve." This shift in perspective can make a massive difference in how you feel. Instead of feeling defeated, you feel empowered. You see challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than proof of your inadequacy. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology shows that cognitive reframing can significantly reduce stress levels and improve overall mood. When you reframe your thoughts, you're actively training your brain to look for solutions instead of dwelling on problems. The more you practice this technique, the more it becomes second nature. You'll start to catch yourself in those moments of negative thinking and be able to shift your perspective almost automatically. This doesn't mean you ignore problems or pretend everything is fine. It means you acknowledge the difficulties while also looking for a more constructive way to think about them. In the long run, this practice builds resilience and helps you approach life's challenges with more confidence and optimism. Finally, let's talk about the power of kindness. This one might seem obvious, but the impact of helping others on your own happiness is profound. Engaging in acts of kindness, whether big or small, has been shown to boost happiness, not just for the person receiving the kindness, but for you, the giver, as well. When you do something nice for someone else, your brain releases endorphins, which are natural mood elevators. This is often referred to as the helper's high. You also experience a surge of oxytocin, the hormone responsible for feelings of love and connection. So, what counts as an act of kindness? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It could be something as simple as helping a neighbor carry their groceries, offering a heartfelt compliment, or volunteering your time at a local shelter. Studies conducted by Lyubomirsky and her colleagues found that participants who performed 5 acts of kindness each week experienced a significant increase in happiness compared to those who didn't. The power to change your life is already within you. All it takes is a shift in perspective, a small act of kindness, or a moment of gratitude. So, what are you waiting for? So now if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and tap on bell notifications. If you have any questions, do let us know in the comments section.